Alright guys, we're going to finish off chapter 5 starting with number 52, and it says list the sides of triangle FGH in order from least to greatest. So it's giving me specific angle measures. It says F is 3x plus 20, G is 2x plus 9, and H is 4x minus 11. Alright, because these are angle measures and it's a triangle, I know that when I add them all up, they're going to be equal to 180. So I'm going to take 3x plus 20, add it to 2x plus 9, add it to 4x minus 11, and set it equal to 180. Okay, now I'm going to combine like terms. So I'm going to take all my x's, combine them, and then my constants. I'll go ahead and do my x's first, where I get 9x plus 18 equals 180. Okay, now I'm going to subtract 18, and I will get 9x equals 162. I need to get x alone, so divide, and I get x equals 18. Now I need to take this x and plug it into each of these equations. So I'm going to do 3 times 18, which will get plus 2, which will give me 74. So this angle is 74. Over here, I'm going to do 2 times 18, which is 36, and add it to 9, and get 45 degrees. So that angle is 45. And now over here with H, I'm going to take 18 and multiply it by 4 and subtract 11, and I'm going to get 61 degrees. Okay, so it says from least to greatest. That means I'm going to look at my smallest angle and go across from there. Smallest angle indicates the smallest side. So across from 45 is FH. So FH would be my smallest side.
Well,
and now I'm going to look for my middle-sized angle, which is 61, and it's across from FG. So FG would be my middle side. And then my largest side, or largest angle, is 74, which means that the side across from that is GH, and that would be my largest side. So from least to greatest. Okay, now I'm going to move down to 53. And it says name the longest side in the diagram below. The diagram, that means it's talking about the whole figure. Okay, well the first thing I'm going to want to do is solve this angle and this angle. And I notice that this is a triangle, so this angle right here would be 70 degrees in order to get all three of these angles to add up to 180. And this would be 75 degrees. Okay, well if I'm just basing it off of angle measure, I would want to think this is my longest side, but I need to look at the diagram, the whole outside of the figure. And the whole figure, the largest angle is 70 degrees, which means that AB, the side across from that, is my longest side. So AB is your longest side of the entire diagram below. We're not breaking it up into triangles, the whole diagram. Okay. So, moving on. Our last one for last two for chapter 5. Determine if the side lengths below will form a triangle. So guys, remember, I want to take my two smallest sides, which is 3 and 8, and add them together. And if they're greater than the third side, then it forms a triangle. Well, 3 plus 8 equals 11. 11 is not greater than 12, so no, not a triangle. 11 is not greater than 12. My two smallest sides here are 11 and 11. 11 plus 11 equals 22. Well, 22 is greater than 18, so check. Yes, that is a triangle. All right, my two smallest sides, 1 and 2. 1 plus 2 equals 3. And 3 is not greater than 3. Nope. They're equal to each other, not greater. So no, that is not a triangle. here they're all the same measures. So 8 plus 8 equals 16. And yes, 16 is greater than 8, so yes, this is a triangle. All right, the next one it asks me, if the triangle has the side length 7 and 16, the third side must be between, well, in order to do that, we're going to take 7 and 16 and add them together and get 23. That would be as big as it could be, so it would be between 23, and then we're going to do 16 minus 7 and get 9, and that would be how the other side, the smallest side that it could be. So it needs to be between 9 and 23. You're going to add the 2, that's where you get 23, and subtract the 2, that's where you get 9. And that wraps up chapter 5. Hopefully that helps clear things up for you guys. The next video will start off with chapter 6.